welcome. Thank you for joining us here on 3dhollywood.net. Your performances are the standout performances, I think, of Tron. You're so striking, and you're so not Tony Blair in this movie. This is such an iconic film, and yet you had some very interesting characters. How did you approach these roles?
Well, just to have the opportunity to go into the Tron world was a huge thrill for me. My world was changed by the original film. I was 12 years old when I saw it.
Really?
It was one of those experiences where you go into the cinema and the world is never the same again when you walk out, you know. So just to be a part of that world has been amazing for me. And these characters, the character, I loved the idea of the character. My brief was to be larger than life, to be a showman, to bring a completely new energy to the movie, and so I had great fun doing it.
That's terrific. And how about you? Obviously, you probably weren't even born when this thing came out.
I was
right?
born. I was born that year, so
She was born the
on the
actual
day
moment that the
came
film
out.
was released. Extraordinary. Isn't it?
It is extraordinary. No, I had never seen it, so when I met Joe for the first time, I didn't really know what to expect. I had seen his commercials that he'd done, and I was fascinated by his vision and how he shot. And when I met him and saw what he wanted for Gem, I was just so excited to play that. I mean, it is so opposite visually from what I am, and I thought, okay, this could be really fun. I hope I get it. And then I did, and then it was just to be a part of that world and to wear that suit. It was so foreign and exciting and thrilling for me. So I feel very lucky.
You talked a little bit at the media day at Comic-Con about the suits and lighting up and all that. What was that experience like? Just getting into the suits and that whole different kind of the 3D and the visual environment they were creating. That must have been different from anything either of you have ever done, I would imagine.
It was definitely, that was the biggest set I think I've ever been on. It was a little overwhelming for me at times because there's just so many people and so many cameras and so many things happening and so many people doing different jobs. But obviously you're there to do your job, and so I tried to focus as much as possible. But the suit was a process, and it was a struggle at times, but it made Gem who she is. So, but the suit was tough.
And how did you both feel like you looked in 3D? Maybe it was the first time you've seen yourselves in a 3D movie?
Well, I did Alice in Wonderland, but it was slightly
right.
different. Yeah, it was. I mean, all I want is to be more and more involved and immersed in the experience. So, hopefully, in a way, you don't notice the 3D. You know, I think if you notice it, then it's a problem because you need to be. It needs to be another tool that allows you to be more and more in the world. So I was happy to say that by the point that I was on the film, I wasn't really as aware of that.
Well, that's good. And
Yeah, I definitely, seeing it, I didn't feel like it was such a in-your-face thing. It was a very subtle way to do it, and it did just completely immerse yourself even more because of that.
Because as opposed to a lot of other films that get switched into 3D
Yeah.
afterwards, this was actually filmed in 3D with 2 3D cameras, and so it was, you know, the whole film is using everything that is possible and available to be used in film at the moment, and even, you know, they were inventing new technologies for the movie as well. So it's an extraordinary experience to be part of something that's, you know, groundbreaking and pioneering in the way that the first film was.
I don't know if we'd want to be more immersed in the unthinkable character that you had.
Yeah, well, yeah, there are some films you want to step back from rather than be immersed in. Yeah,
Right.
so.
Yeah, great. Thank you both very much.
thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot.
much.
Okay.
Thank you.